see if I can even vault tonight.
What's your name? Ryan Jenny. Jenny Jensen.
Yep.
Say it.
I'm Jenny Jensen.
Haven't made the vlog, Jenny.
Hajime!
Hi, I've got good news and I've got bad news. Bad news is I forgot my GoPro when I went to the meet up in Fargo, North Dakota. No driving footage, no singing in the car footage, no little kids being awesome footage, no embarrassing strangers footage. I screwed up. But the good news is I'm gonna make up for it by telling you some stories. This is probably one of my favorite stories ever. But this weekend, I talked to Vic Godfrey, and he told me I could tell this story on my vlog. I don't know if he watches these things. I hope not, because
that'd be embarrassing.
He had 2 tickets to go to the Vatican, and he didn't have anyone to go with. And he was at a meet, and he saw Joe Dial. So him and Joe Dial go to the Vatican, and Joe Dial's, I guess, like,
yeah, let's go. What's at the Vatican?
And he's like, well, we go see the Pope. He's like,
oh, hell yeah, let's go see the Pope.
Go to the Vatican. I don't know what they're doing. Here's how I picture it. They're just kind of standing there. You know, everyone's looking at the Pope. The Pope's waving, you know, back and forth. They're just waving back and forth. And then everyone's just doing what they're supposed to do, like being blessed by the Pope. Pope raises his hand, waves. Joe Dial jumps up and high-fives the Pope. I don't know if the Pope's ever been high-fived before that. I have no idea. But I always picture the Pope like getting high-fived by Joe Dial, like, what just slapped my hand? And I have no idea what happened after that. The story seems to end. Did they get in trouble? Did they get escorted out? Did the Pope, like, give him a fist bump at the end of it? I have no idea. I don't know if anyone's ever high-fived the Pope before. God damn it, Joe Dial high-fived the Pope. Tuesday, I vaulted at the U of M. Tried to do my full since I had a meet that upcoming Saturday at NDSU, and it went okay. Legs were kind of dead. I blew through all the carbons in my bag, and that's all I ever jumped on, and the only poles I could get my hands on were these old UCS poles from like the early 80s, so they were older than I am. They felt like just oak trees in my hand. But yeah, it went well, it went fast. Jumped on some pretty big UCSs, and yeah, it was good. This must have been a week for inappropriate shirts.
I think my shirt's inappropriate for the lift today. I've got another inappropriate shirt on. Carrie gave it to me, it's her fault. Yell at her.
Training's going well. Everything feels kinda heavy still, which is a good sign, because I shouldn't be feeling super great yet. It's January. So I did weights. Squats were heavy again, but they felt better than last week. Instead of doing single leg RDLs, I did normal RDLs because my hamstrings were a little tight after doing the treadmill workout, and that felt really good. The treadmill workout is never fun, but it's good. I feel so fast when I get off it. I love that treadmill workout. Got the speeds up to like 19 and 20 miles an hour, and wasn't even trying, just kind of going through the motions, and that went great. So I'm going to keep throwing treadmill workouts in there because I always feel better when I do them, and I don't have a track to run on. So you do with what you can. So the meet, my legs were so flat and heavy. Warm-ups, I was on the biggest pole I've ever been on from 4 lefts. I was on the biggest pole I've ever been on from 6 lefts. So then going back, I was like, what are we going to do? So blew through the biggest carbon I had in my bag, started grabbing the UCS poles, blew through the first 3 UCS poles I had in my bag, started the meet on a 16.0, cleared 17 feet on my first jump. Just went by 15 centimeters, went to 535, cleared that on my first jump. then went to 18 feet and had one really, really good shot at it. And after watching the video, I should have just took another jump on that pole, but I went up to a 15.5. First run, it just didn't work. I didn't even take it up. Just kind of got stuck. Then the second one, I was just hauling. I was like a foot under on my mid, and then I took off 6 inches to 9 inches under at my takeoff, but still swung it up and put some good height on it. But the standards were at like 75, and they needed to be at like 40 if I was going to make that jump. So I was pretty pumped. I think 18 feet is going to go down as soon as I figure out what pole to jump on. It was a good meet. Yeah, I've never jumped on UCS poles before, so that was different. I've always been a carbon guy, and I like carbons a lot, but I'm poor. I jump what I can, and I'll jump on what I can get my hands on. I could get my hands on old UCS poles, so that's what I jumped on, and I made them work, so I was pretty proud of that. The whole time I was jumping, Sam Sonnenberg came up and jumped too. She won the women's comp and I won the men's comp. It was good having somebody down from the U telling me the same things I need to work on. So my first jump at 520 was like an old Shawn Francis jump where I didn't look at my right hand and I didn't swing with my right knee and I didn't kick my right over my left, but I popped right over the bar, and then I looked at Sam and she just went just like that, which was good because that's what I needed. So then the next jump, 535, it was good. I looked right at my right hand, got my right over, and just went whoop, and cleared 535 like it was my opening bar, which actually is a PR for me. I've never jumped well indoors before. I think my indoor PR before that was like 520. Yeah, I like PR'd, but it didn't feel like it because I feel like I could jump higher than that. So I wasn't even excited. I was like, let's get 550 or maybe 560 today. So yeah, that was good. And every single jump I looked at Sam and it was either, or it was like that. So that was good. The last thing I wanted to do, but I didn't have the balls to do it, was instead of clapping, the big joke at NDSU is they're all making fun of my Hoot shirt that I'm wearing, so we thought it'd be funny if instead of the clap we went Hoot! 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 People would just hoot as they run down the runway. So I might get the courage to try that one of these days and try and get everyone hooting at me, but we'll see what happens. That might be kind of weird.
It will be really weird, but it will be kind of cool. I'll muster up enough courage to do it someday.
So thank you, and thank everyone for the kind words on Facebook and YouTube. And yeah, keep subscribing, keep sharing these if they're fun. And yeah, let's jump higher next week. It's not a Shawn Francis vlog if there isn't some weird random stuff at the end.
This little cannon.
Dang it! I missed.
Talk to corporate! Approve memos!
Where's the red dot? Safety needs to be off.
Promote synergy!
It's Christmas! You're awake! You're the last one! You're making us wait. Say something funny! Yeah, you're funny, Scott. Be funny. You awake?
To you. You're really going up with that.
Are you the banana bandit?
Boom! Just went down on me. I am the banana bandit.